Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. And I'm doing a 5-minute review of a movie I watched recently called Trap with Josh Hartnett at the lead. This is the M. Night Shyamalan newest movie. M. Night Shyamalan gets a lot of flack for his movies, and for good reason. They've been pretty bad. He's known for it used to be great. Sixth Sense, Signs, great movies with great twists in them, and all that, and great thrillers, I guess you can say. And yeah, this is another thriller from him. If you haven't seen the trailer, they spoil it pretty much right away. That Josh Hartnett, he's taking his daughter to this concert, Lady something. It's supposed to be kind of like a Taylor Swift style concert, and he finds out that they actually know that there's this serial killer called the Butcher that they know for sure that is going to be at the concert. And so that's why they got a lot of police and SWAT teams all around, and they're screening people, and they're kind of looking for a male at a certain age, I think. And so they're kind of going around searching for this guy they call the Butcher. And you know right away it's Josh Hartnett. His character is the Butcher. He's a serial killer, but he also seems like a good dad at the same time, which is kind of interesting dynamic for it. Anyway, so the interesting part is like you think from the trailer, the whole movie takes place at this concert because it's called Trap because they've trapped him in this concert venue. And and now he's trying to figure out, like, how do I get out without getting caught? And I don't want my daughter to know I'm the serial killer, basically. And so he's trying to figure out ways to find an exit out of the building. But every exit is pretty much covered. And so you're like, man, how's this guy going to get out? Of course, you don't want to root for the guy. You want the guy to get caught because he's a horrible serial killer. So it's kind of interesting because they're sitting there going, this is our main killer, our main character. And we're kind of curious, how is he going to try to get out and how are they going to catch him and all this? Anyways, and so we kind of see that go through. But I don't want to spill too much of that movie, except for the second half of the movie is actually much different than the first half. And that was really cool. It actually becomes much more interesting the second half part when they get away from the concert venue and he's kind of on the run basically, or they're looking for him, and he's got to figure out ways to get away. And certain characters are putting their lives on the line trying to catch him. And those parts are kind of scary and thrilling. Like, oh no, are they going to get caught by the Butcher and get killed by him as well? Yeah, I might be the one to say this, but I really like this movie. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of bad reviews for this movie. A lot of people didn't like it, especially the second half of the movie. I think a lot of people thought it goes off the rails or something like that. I don't know. I was quite the opposite. I thought it got better as they went on. At first, I was kind of like, you had a couple problems, like how did they know he's going to be at the concert? That didn't make any sense at the beginning. And also, if the whole movie takes place at this one venue, that seems kind of like a boring thing, just have the whole movie. But it doesn't. The movie actually changes scenery, which I thought was really helped the movie. And they do explain why they knew he was at the concert. So to me, I was like, they better explain that, or I'm just going to call bull crap on this movie. But later on, they explain it in a real cool way, and I thought, and reveal it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is starting to make more sense. And Josh Hartnett's becoming a little more, you're starting to see the craziness that this character has. And I thought Josh Hartnett did a really great job. He played it, kind of this cool, dad kind of character who's in, you kind of see the cracks of, he's a crazy person. And as you go on, you see he's crazier and crazier, and how this guy could have a family and still be a crazy circle, which happens. It has happened. So, but yeah, I thought I was on the edge of my seat. I thought it was a lot of thrills in there, a lot of like, whoa, what's going to happen next? And that's the best thing about this movie is like, as it kept going, I kept wondering, okay, what's going to happen next? How is this going to end? I kept thinking, how the heck are they going to end this satisfactory? And I thought they did a really good job there. I thought all the performances were really good. Even M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, who plays the pop singer, who in real life she's a pop singer, which I didn't know this, and she's really good looking, and she kind of fits that character. And I've heard a lot of criticism that she's not a good actress, that she's only there because her dad is the director. And I watched it not knowing that, and I thought she did a good job, and I thought she was very believable as a pop singer. So I don't know. For me, I thought she didn't hurt the movie at all for me. And yeah, I don't know. I This was a movie that I watched from beginning to end, was totally invested, and that doesn't happen very often in movies today. I don't watch too many movies where I'm not bored to tears. So this was one where I was interested, invested, you know, really curious. I just like I kept watching because I was like, I have to see how this thing ends. I can't leave until I see how this thing ends. Anyway, so I don't know. For me, it was a really good thriller, really good performance by Josh Hartnett, and one of M. Night Shyamalan's best movies, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was actually the best movie I've seen so far. Yeah, you might be, what? Best movie? Yeah, it's probably the best movie so far this year for me. And I've only seen 19 movies, but I thought it was excellent. So I recommend Trap.